If you're missing a tooth, you might be wondering, do I actually need to replace it? Or what happens if I don't replace my missing tooth? As a dentist, I've helped many patients through this exact situation. So if you've just lost a tooth, don't panic, at least not yet, because in many cases, nothing traumatic happens overnight. But over time, a missing tooth can affect much more than your smile. Your teeth can start shifting, your bite can change, the bone underneath the missing tooth can shrink, and in some cases, waiting too long can make the future treatment much more difficult. But the good news is that these changes usually happen gradually, which means you have time to make an informed decision. So in this video, I'll show you exactly what can happen when a tooth is left unreplaced, what are the risks you need to know about, and what you can do now to protect your teeth for life. So let's go back to the original question. What actually happens if you don't replace a missing tooth? The first thing to understand is that a missing tooth often seems completely harmless at first. You might still be able to eat, you might not have any pain, and if the missing tooth is far back in your mouth, you may barely notice it's gone. But your mouth doesn't simply ignore that empty space. Over time, it starts adapting to it, and that's where these changes begin. Now, before we continue, I want to reassure you of something. These changes do not happen overnight. We're typically talking about months or years, not days. So the goal of this video isn't to scare you. The goal is to help you understand what can happen if you don't replace a lost tooth, so you can make the best possible decision for your own situation. One of the first things that can happen is that nearby teeth begin moving toward the empty space where a tooth is missing. Teeth naturally like contact with other teeth. Think of them as books standing upright on a shelf. When you remove one book, the neighboring books may slowly lean into that empty space. The same thing happens in your mouth. The teeth next to the gap can gradually drift or tilt towards the missing tooth. This doesn't happen to everyone, and it usually happens slowly. But over time, the space can become much smaller and the teeth can become more difficult to restore properly. Once one teeth begin moving, your bite can change as well. Your teeth fit together in a very specific way. When one tooth moves, it can affect how other teeth meet each other when you bite down. You may notice that certain teeth start contacting earlier than before, or that your bite simply feels a bit different. Sometimes people don't notice these changes at all. Sometimes they do. But it is one of the main reasons dentists often recommend considering replacement options rather than simply ignoring the gap forever. If the missing tooth was an important chewing tooth, chewing efficiency can decrease. Many people unconsciously start chewing more on the opposite side of their mouth. They might not even realize they're doing it, but their brain simply finds the side that feels easier to use. And often, it's the side that feels more stable and comfortable to chew on. Over time, eating can start to feel less balanced and less comfortable than before. But again, this doesn't happen overnight, but it can happen gradually. Now here's one of the most important things. Part of your jawbone is maintained because your teeth are there. Every time you chew, your tooth transfers force into the surrounding bone. That stimulation helps maintain the bone. When a tooth is removed, the bone no longer receives that same stimulation as before. As a result, the body slowly begins removing some of that bone. This process is simply called bone loss, and it starts surprisingly early after an extraction. This is especially important if you're considering an implant in the future, because implants need sufficient bone support. The more bone that is lost, the more complicated treatment can potentially become later. So if you're considering an implant, I'd recommend discussing your options with your dentist within the first few months after an extraction. Now here's another problem people rarely think about. So when a tooth is missing, the neighboring teeth suddenly have exposed side surfaces facing the empty space. And this is prime real estate for bacteria. And those areas can be surprisingly difficult to clean. Many people continue brushing normally after an extraction and assume their toothbrush is reaching those side surfaces as well. But your toothbrush struggles to clean those areas effectively, especially near the gum line where plaque accumulates. And over time, that can increase the risk of cavities and gum problems on the teeth next to the gap. This is one reason floss or interdental brushes become especially important when a tooth is missing. Those tools can reach the areas that a toothbrush simply cannot reach. Now, after hearing all of that, you might be wondering, how long can I actually wait before replacing a missing tooth? And the honest answer is, it depends on the situation and the replacement option. Not every missing tooth needs to be replaced immediately, but if you're considering replacements, I generally wouldn't recommend waiting years before discussing your options, especially if you're interested in an implant, because as we discussed earlier, the bone in that area can slowly shrink over time. The longer you wait, the more complicated the treatment can become. That's why I usually recommend talking to your dentist within the next few months following an instruction if replacement is something you're considering. So you don't necessarily need treatment immediately, but it's helpful to understand your options while those options are still at their best. Now the good news is that replacement options do exist. For a single missing tooth, the most common options are an implant, a bridge, or a partial denture. And in some situations, monitoring the area without replacing the tooth may also be reasonable. The right choice depends on many factors. Which tooth is missing, your oral health, your bites, your budget, and your long-term goals. That's why there is no single solution that fits everyone. But for a single missing tooth, a dental implant is often considered one of the best replacement options. One major advantage is that it usually doesn't require modifying the neighboring teeth. For example, with a traditional bridge, the teeth next to the gap often need to be prepared in order to support the bridge. An implant avoids that altogether. Instead, it replaces the missing tooth directly. But this is important. An implant is not automatically the right choice for everyone. You need enough healthy bone, you need healthy gums, and you need good oral hygiene. And there are certain medical and dental situations where implants become more complicated or carry greater risks. In fact, there are several situations where getting an implant may not be the right decision at all. So before you decide on a dental implant, watch this video next, because most people are never told about these risks and they can completely change whether an implant is the right choice for you. And I'll see you there.